A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. John, chapter 21 to 8. Early on the first day of the week, while it was still dark, Mary Magdalene came to the tomb and saw that the stone had been removed from the tomb. So she ran and went to Simon Peter and the other disciple, the one whom Jesus loved, and said to them, "They have taken the Lord out of the tomb, and we do not know where they have laid him." Then Peter and the other disciple set out and went toward the tomb. The two were running together, but the other disciple outran Peter and reached the tomb first. He bent down to look in and saw the linen wrappings lying there, but he did not go in. Then Simon Peter came, following him, and went into the tomb. He saw the linen wrappings lying there, and the cloth that had been on Jesus' head, not lying with the linen wrappings, but rolled up in a place by itself. Then the other disciple who reached the tomb first also went in, and he saw and believed. The Gospel of the Lord. Dear friends, we are in the Christmas octave, and we are on the third day of Christmas octave, December 27th. So in this way we are witnessing. The first day of witnessing God was the angels, then the shepherds. Of course, then the kings will come. The Magi from east will come and witness the King of the Jews, the Lord of the universe. And then we remember second day, the first martyr, the first saint, the first deacon, Stephen. Stephen was martyred because he spoke about Jesus. By the power of the Holy Spirit, he saw heaven and Jesus sitting on the right side of the Father. By seeing this, the Jews were not happy, and then they stoned Stephen and killed him. So this is where Saint Paul also witnessed the martyrdom of Stephen. Most probably this might have changed his mind afterwards on the way to Damascus, when he asks, "Who are you?" And Jesus says, "I am Jesus of Nazareth, whom you are persecuting." So this is how he will have the real encounter with Jesus, which first martyr, Saint Stephen, saw Jesus sitting in heaven on the right side of God the Father. So we can see how people get the vision of God and how they get converted. Paul was converted. And we have Saint John, John the Evangelist, among the 12, and the youngest apostle, and who was loved by Jesus much more than anybody. He was known as the beloved disciple, beloved apostle. Though he was young, but yet he was loved by Jesus. So that's what we see on the day of resurrection. Jesus was killed, crucified, and he was killed, and he was buried in the tomb of Joseph of Arimathea. But on the third day, that is on the Sunday, he was killed on Friday, and he rose on third day, the Sunday, and that Sunday is known as for us the first day of the week. So the first day of the week, ladies had gone to see Jesus, or they wanted to oil his body. So that is how the Jewish custom. So fourth day only the body can get decomposed. So in that way they had gone on the third day, early morning, Mary Magdalene and other ladies. But then they did not see the body of Jesus. the stone was taken away, the front stone which was covered the tomb, and then his body is not there. And that's why Mary Magdalene runs to Peter and tells, they have taken away the Lord. And then both of disciples, apostles, Peter and John, run to the tomb. Of course, being young, John reaches first, but he does not get inside. Peter comes later and he straight goes inside, and he also sees the tomb, empty tomb, no Jesus. Only the two pieces of cloth are there. One is on the head, another is on the leg side. So this is how they see. After that, John also goes inside. Peter goes first and John also goes inside. He saw and believed. So first of all, both the apostles heard the message of Jesus, empty tomb, from Mary Magdalene. They came and saw and believed. Heard, saw, believed. So this is how we are using our five senses, external five senses. And also we are using the internal two senses, intellect and will. So this is how God has given us seven senses, external five senses and internal two senses. With these senses, we believe in God, we believe in creation, we believe in miracles, we believe in the activities, whatever Jesus has done, whatever God has done. That's why we cannot escape from God. God is the one who has created this universe. He is the one who has designed this universe. God is the one who has created us through our parents. So we are created in the image of God. So we are participating in God, our soul. God is soul. And we have our soul, human soul. We have body, human body. God is pure soul, pure spirit, Holy Spirit. And that's why this spirit or soul is having three faculties, intellect, will and memory. And our soul also has these three faculties, intellect, will and memory. Our body is external, but then our soul is internal. Soul is the life. Spirit is the life. We have that life, the limited life, human life, animal life, tree, vegetative life. These are varieties of lives.